In a fascist state, there is no rule of law, and Donald Trump has just told us, for him, there is no rule of law. This week, during an Oval Office meeting with Nayib Bukele, the autocratic leader of El Salvador, Trump signaled that he will not abide by court decisions that declared he should return to the United States, a Maryland man his administration wrongly deported to El Salvador, where he was locked up in that nation's infamous CECOT megaprison. On March 12th, 29-year-old Kilmar Abrego Garcia was arrested. 3 days later, he was shipped off to El Salvador and imprisoned. He had no criminal record, and subsequently, the Trump administration acknowledged he was deported by mistake. But though a federal district court judge and the Supreme Court both said Abrego Garcia should be brought back to the United States, the Trump administration has not moved to do so.
Mr. President, you said that if the Supreme Court said someone needed to be returned, that you would abide by that. You said that on Air Force One just a few days ago. And they said that it must be facilitated.
Why don't you just say, isn't it wonderful that we're keeping criminals out of our country? Why can't you just say that?
For his part, a grinning Bukele said he had no way of returning Abrego Garcia and called him a terrorist.
I don't have the power to return him to the United States.
So you can release him inside El Salvador?
Yeah, but I'm not releasing, we're not very fond of releasing terrorists into our country.
There is no evidence that Abrego Garcia is a terrorist. The meeting was a stunning display of absurdity and cruelty and lawlessness. Trump conveyed a clear message. He would not abide by the court decisions. A president defying court rulings is by definition a constitutional crisis. And by disappearing an American resident into a faraway gulag, Trump is assuming dictator-like powers. Worse, he raised the idea of shipping American citizens to Bukele's hellish prison camp.
Homegrowns are next. The homegrowns.
Trump has committed an abuse of power unprecedented in modern American history. He's telling us that he can use government force in the most egregious manner, and no one, no court, can stop him.
My heart aches for my husband, who should have been here leading our Easter prayers. Instead, I find myself pleading with the Trump administration and the Bukele administration to stop playing political games with the life of Kilmar.
Undermining the judiciary is the classic move of a wannabe autocrat and a clear sign of authoritarianism. This episode not only shows us that it can happen here, it shows that it is. For more on this, go to motherjones.com.